Morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you and welcome back to the Beta Plan, playing Planescape Torment. And as you can see, we're staying on the other side of Ravel. That's because off camera, whoops, I cleared out the entire maze of any nasties before we were going to speak to Ravel Puzzle. Well, yes, the last episode was a bit short, as you are now starting to get used to from me, more or less between 25 minutes and 30 minutes, but this conversation is going to be long, and I'm sure that some people, well, would like to see that in its full length, and some people might not. I don't know, but I thought it was a good cut. So, I made it. Let's continue. The plump, hook-nosed crone before you doesn't look much like a myth. She's outfitted in a simple, if dirty, brown shirt and leggings, with a number of pouches hanging from her frayed belt. She seems oblivious to your presence, more concerned with the tangled black roots woven together to form the floor of the maze than anything transpiring around her. Study her for a moment. A tangle of jagged grey hair juts from beneath the crone's hood, spreading down her shoulders like a mass of twisted grey roots. Sickly blue-grey flesh hangs in loose folds from her face. Her narrow chin, long and sharp, juts forwards in extreme underbite, and two filthy yellow canines protrude from her lower jaw, like small tusks. Ravel?
Visitors.
The crone's voice is thick and scratchy, as if turning to force its way past layers of dust. Her eyes are dull bloody red with black veins running through them like tree branches. She gazes at you, a strange crawling sensation passes through, like snakes burrowing beneath your screens. Greetings, Ravel.
Oh no, my pretty thing. Have you returned at last? You were gone so long. I feared you forgot poor, lonely Ravel.
Ravel's face splits into a grotesque smile, displaying a row of chipped yellow fangs. Interesting, we can near the second answer, which is why I was a bit quiet. If you read this is almost, well, how could I say, a flirt? And I actually think it might be wise to do so. She is evil beyond compare and powerful. I'm very curious. But then again, she probably will know, so I did forget for a time. Now I have returned. Have you? But what has returned? She squints at you with black veined eyes and hisses softly, "Let a Ravel see how you have fared in this life." She reaches out to caress you, and you suddenly notice her fingers are talons, each fingernail filthy and wickedly sharp. Well, another woman wants to touch me. She made me fully evil, but she has always asked for me to come to her. Let her touch me. A ragged talon strays and waves across your skin, and in the wake you feel the same strange tingling sensation you felt when Ravel first looked at you. Her eyes dim somewhat, and her talons slide gently along the contours of your face, lingering on your scars. Wait. Ravel's fingers withdraw, and she looks at you sadly. Oh, sad, broken hair thing, all at pieces. She squints at you again. No longer the one Ravel knew, are you? Are you still a broken after all this sad time? Broken? What do you mean? A body you possess, but a body of knowledge you do not. She points a ragged talon at your chest, at your scars. Many and such scars you have, all a scroll on your skin. Many a tales does your skin tell. And what tales do my skin tell? Your scars and tattoos shout to me. Here's a man in confrontation with the world. Ravel makes a crooning noise, not unlike a dying bird. Yes, still that would shrivel even a hag's ears. Tell me these tales. I would know them. There are tales of many, the echo of ballads imbalanced, trials of war, battles with fiendish elements, and a creature that feeds on others from far to sustain itself. And of torments, such torments, flesh has never known. Balance imbalanced? Divided in two you were, when your mortality was peeled away from you. No longer balanced, much broken in the separation, both a blessing and a mistake. But more mistake than a blessing, Revel thinks. You took my mortality? How? Forgotten the how of it, I have I? Revel's gaze dims for a moment, the black veins swimming in her eyes. And even if I remembered it, I would never do it twice. Not forgotten the moment, have I, after the break? I see the pain stream from your veins, your cries like a wailing child. Every bit of you being filled with emptiness. Terrible. Even for these eyes. So that's why I feel hollow inside. Because my mortality is gone? Well, he actually already was hinted at that, but I never knew it was that literal. Very well, what are those other tales my skin tells? What are those trials of war? Great, great trials of war. Much too much to be borne by any mortal thing. What war? Where? The war touches all, my precious half-man. There's no place where its caress is not felt. Does it touch you? Revel's voice drops, almost bitter. To this, Revel says, aye. That would explain the scars. What are those other tales my skin tells? What of the battle with fiendish elements? Two fiends butt heads, and Revel sniffs as in contempt. The tiny heads filled with ideas of how the planes should be. It can never be what the planes they would be no longer. Foolishness. Not certain I understand. Which are these two fiends? But what are the other tales? That creature that feeds from others from afar. No base hunger do you feel, but far, far more terrible one burrows beneath your skin. And such a cost. Hungers? What do you mean? I know not the nature nor the cause of these hungers, but heed this. Coming events cast their shadows before them, my precious half-man. There is no saying of what these events will be. Not even with Ravel's eyes. Alright. And these torments. What are these torments you speak of?
Updated my journal.
A lodestone pulls iron to it. And so do you, my precious half-man. But it's not the iron, but the tormented souls. As others suffer, they are drawn to you, and your path becomes theirs. She makes a sweeping gesture. Do you not see them in the eyes of those that traveled here with you? My companions? What do you mean? Do you wish to explain, Gif? Revel throws a burning glance at Dakon, tempered with a fanged smile. Vows may prove tighter than any chain, no? The manacles of a race once enslaved, now a slave again. Dakon is silent, but his blade shifts at the Revel's words. The blade darkens, the edge sharpening until the Karuk itself seems to carry horrible malevolence about it. We have talked about this, Revel. Leave him alone. What's your words? The cockbox. Revel's gaze drifts to Nordham. Once it knew only suffering's definition, but now it feels its sting. There's no room for two in the world of ones and O's. No place for mayhap in a house of truths and falses. And no green with envy in a black and white world. When it discovers how the planes turns, when it discovers the truth behind loyalty and illogic, more torments will it know. Revel, leave my companions alone, The chattering skull. Revel doesn't bother to even look at Maud, as if it's beneath her notice. Are the quips enough of a shield for what lies buried beneath your brain box? Why speak truth when lies suffice? Maud. Revel, we have also already discussed this with Maud, we know. If he be. The abyssal temptress, Revel sneers, her yellowed fangs piercing her purpled lips as if squints had fall from grace. A skin so fair, lips so rich, eyes that might cause you to forget Rebel herself. And yet she suffers more than any other. When one turns on their nature, many other torments that arise from such a betrayal. Rebel, Graves replies softly, almost coolly. I've come to terms with my... You lie, succubus! Rebel's lips peel back in a snarl. You lie! Do not dare lie to me when your heart is a book to me. Everywhere just spit, screams of your torment. I'm glad I did not lie to her. And nonetheless, have a care with your words, Rebel. Enough of this. Ah, Rebel gestures at Anna, as if she's for sale upon an auction block. Look upon the feisty tealing, such baby hair and voice. Rebel smiles, bearing a rose of yellow teeth once again. Shall I speak of your torment, tiefling? Anna seems paralyzed, her eyes wide as Rebel turns a black-veined gaze to her. You can see her trembling, her heart beating fast. No, I shall not speak of it. Rebel's voice drops almost in exhaustion, and the smile fades from her face. Grown tired of cruelties and torments, Rebel asks. The world is a gent enough place. She turns to you, her bloody eyes dimmed, and she sighs. I wonder what Anna's torment is. And not even Rebel dares to speak it. And my precious, precious hair, man, for you, the greatest torment of all. Life forevermore. Can it be life cares for you as Rebel does? She gnaws her yellow tusks with a hoarse clacking noise. One so brave, so passionate, so terribly lost. Sad, sad. Rebel, why did you make me immortal? I must. A puzzle of a bone and skin were you. Always intriguing and the most beloved of all who came to me. Petitioning, requesting, pleading, pleading for help. Rebel stares hard at you, her black-veined amber eyes narrowing. So hard to see past the scars, to dig out the man who once was underneath. Rebel, can you tell me anything about who I once was? Please. A shadow with substance, a seeking that which cast a light. I know you more and no. Rebel pauses, her eyes dimming. No more than I know the nature of any man. Crossed paths, have we? A man tainted with undeath, still feeling the pangs of separation, and an old withered crone, now all imprisoned. Crossed paths? Past, sorry. Seems it that we are meeting for the first time. No, not. Rebel seems confused for a moment, then shudders as if throwing off a weight. Not at all. An echo of a future meeting this is, or a past meeting, depending on which way time is facing. So, this meeting echoes a meeting in the past? And now and then, very similar? So tangled that now and then is, both mirroring each other. And once and again you come before me with a problem. To challenge me for a solution to an impossibility. Raphael hisses at you, and her eyes ablaze. Beautiful, ungrateful, beloved man. What was this impossibility I asked you to solve? Raphael doesn't seem to have heard you. She still seems in the past, and her eyes dim as if looking far away. Such fire in your eyes, enough to stir a grey lady's heart. Passion to be free, but when freed, the fire in your eyes get it out. That the separation in your life has shed all meaning, I fear. Revel smiles with her yellow fang, then clicks them together as if laughing. Mayhap you should sit on your hind legs and lift your forepaws. Perhaps Revel will give you another scrap of knowing. If begging will give me answer, then I beg you, Revel. Tell me what you know. I need your help in remembering what happened. Ah, a gentle heart now. Revel's black-veined eyes glint, and the corner of her mouth twists upward like a snake. His life has softened you. But one can hope. Oh dear, she knows my alignment, she knows I'm a good guy, and it doesn't stir her will. Revel, I have many questions I wish to ask you. Oh, more questions do you have? Revel croons softly, but there is an edge to it, as he is reprimanding you. Jish, jish. But you have already asked so many. Revel's black-veined eyes take on a curious gleam. The time for my questions is now, Houndman. Very well. Revel, ask your questions. Know this and know Revel's law. If you do not answer my questions, no more of your questions will I answer, my precious man. Step lightly with the answers, or the asking shall tear you apart. Your rules are fair. Ask your questions, Revel. I would know why you traveled here with these others. No, not the place they were traveling to. It's not that they choose to walk this path with me. I say, of course they knew. Who would not want to travel here to meet with you, beautiful Ravel? For your opportunity does life for such a meeting. They wish to see the tales of your power and beauty were true. No. Nope. They chose to walk the path with me is the only answer I find normally. This is a credible lie. This is I will not speak of it, and that is what you said I should not do. So they chose to walk this path with me. Chose? Dangerous word. Is it so? Yes, as far as I know. Well, Dakon swore to me, but the others chose. Yes. Raven throws a black-veined gaze at Dakon. A voice like an arrow. It is choice, Gif, is it? Or is it a matter of two skies? Revel, leave him be. Dakon's blade bleeds in a vicious dead black, mirroring his eyes, and to your surprise a Karach edge silently splits into jagged fangs. I will answer your questions, Ragnarok, not him. What are cocksbucks? And Revel turns to Nornum, sneering. What does it know of choice? She snaps her finger like the sound of cracking bolt. There's only obey. What does Nornum define? Choice? Define choice. The act of choosing, selection, the right of opportunity to choose. Nornum, stop. This is between Revel and I. Look, Revel. Revel turns to Mort. Skull, skull, skull. Revel clicks her tongue with each word, and her smile widens. Your expression is difficult to read without the skin wrapping, but I feel your fear from here. Coming here was not your choice. Well, I didn't have anything better to do except to go to one of Lady's mazes and meet one of the evilest creatures ever to set before the sigil, so I said sure, why not? Mort, be quiet. Be quiet, Morph clacks his teeth. Like the hells I will. I think we're listening to this groan rattle her bone box enough, and now she's got some pair of stones saying I haven't got any skin. So what if I don't? Obviously the fact she has skin has done wonders for her looks. Does she think I like being naked all the time? And another thing, Mort, cut it out. Revel, look. The succubus, Revel squints. Did she have a choice? Of course she did. Mayhap in a smooth-skinned mind of soft silks and hard truths, maybe choice, but no. A sensate must experience all, and to refuse to come, not a sensate which you be, still no choice. She chose to be a sensate, and she did not have to experience this sensation, Revel. Now, enough. The tiefling, the fairy one. Revel cackles softly, and her eyes kindle as if amused. No choice at all. When you feel instead of think, there's little room for choice. And that makes no response. Revel's mere presence seems to have silenced her. Her tail has stopped flicking, however, and her eyes have lost their hard edge. Enough of this, Revel. What other questions did you have? Shh. There will be time enough for you to speak, my precious man. Revel taps a talon against one of her yellow teeth. This question next. What do you feel for those that have come with you? Do they matter in your heart? She smiles, black veins dancing in her eyes. Or are they tools for your will? Truth, they matter to me. Even a gift. Revel's amber gaze falls on Dakon, and slides off to lock with your eyes again. Speak what he means to you, and say it true, or blanketing my garden he will be. Okay, we might lose Dakon here if I do not answer correctly. Then again, I doubt that is possibly. Off-time angry, I hate him, no, and the gift don't really care about him one way or no. He is my ally, I know him, he is my friend. I have talked with him about many things. He seems trustworthy enough, he's loyal, and he fought by my side bravely. Ah, Revel nods, and she smiles again. Talons tapping against each other. Does that surprise you? What of the skull? Surely he matters not to one such as you, or does he? He helped save my life in the mortuary. I am going to say that. Curious, curious, and curious. Ah. Ravel smiles. Quite a puzzle box you are shaping up to be. What else lurks in the dark places of your mind? I hide nothing. Ah, Revel voiced and takes her threatening weight, and she turns to fall from grace, her red eyes blazing. And here's a core of it. The abyssal temptress. Does she rise above the merely carnal to you? Is there something else in your eyes, Grace says nothing. She seems to be studying Ravel intently. You will suddenly struck with the feeling Grace is sizing up Ravel. Oh, weakness. Ravel, by the way. Ravel turns back to you, cracking her yellow tusks in anticipation. Speak, precious man, but have a care where your words fall. Truth, I like her. She has many good qualities, and I consider her a friend. Revel slides off her gaze of you and narrows her eyes at Grace. I think someone is jealous here. Enough Revel of these games. Revel, look! Revel clenches her teeth. And what of this slip of flesh? The tiefling, the fiendling. The tiefling, the scarlet hair, the fiery passion. What is she to you, my precious man? Only you hold meaning to me. Yeah, we know she loves her. No, I think she's got the worst of the fiend qualities. I trust her about. Nope. Nope. Well, I'm just going to say, I'm not going to put love in here because that is going to consider, and this is much a truth as this could be. Someone that can be a friend, someone you trust and always want to have in your company, could be a loved one. A loved one can be a friend need not be a loved one, but it is a truth. Ravel glances at Anna, then snorts, her black veined eyes gleaming. So be it. Enough of these games, Revel. My next question is this. Revel's voice drops, almost whispering, and suddenly you have the strange feeling that she does not want to hear the answer. Why did you wait so long to return to me? Revel grew lonely without you, precious man. The way to this place is difficult, beautiful Revel. Efforts have been made to ensure you have little company, and many were the trials I was forced to undertake in order to stand before you. Yet I'm glad to see you once again, Revel. Time has not dulled your beauty, I see. Why would we say this? She knows this is not true. But this time... This time, perhaps... Perhaps. Let's choose it. Your answers. Ravel's eyes glint and her lips peel back in a grotesque smile. Your words are soothing, and have not been heard in such time. They stir even my black brambled heart. No matter where your memories be, your charm remains, pretty thing. We've chosen the right dialogue option. Woohoo! Well, I had forgotten. Nay, it is your charms that persist, beautiful Revel. Charms, enchantments, beguilements. All these Ravel has mastered. And there's much it seems she could teach. You could teach? Aye. Perhaps. Have you another question for me? Ah, yes. The third and last question is this. As Ravel opens her mouth to speak her final question, you are suddenly gripped with a terrible realization that this final question has murdered many others to whom it has been asked. You know what it is, and you feel it welling up within you, and you feel compelled to ask it. What can change the nature of a man?
What can change the nature of a man?
What can change the nature of a man?
Look at how many options this role-playing game allows you to answer. I say take a good look at it, and I will come back and talk to you about what my answer is. Yes, this is a long conversation, but this is, as I said at the very beginning, an RPG that is, well, like Pillars of Eternity, a lot of text. Pillars of Eternity, I should pronounce properly. But even in that, Pillars of Eternity, it sometimes gets trumped, and sometimes these games get trumped. More lies for the non-NPCs that don't matter, then Pillars of Eternity has a lot more, but for some of the deep philosophical things, this game trumps that. Look at the answers, make your pick, and perhaps in the next episode, we can have a little discussion in the comments. I say thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.